What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk, the pro-black version. And guys, I'm glad to be back on the King Gunner channel again with the topic. And I got an email from a particular brother just this morning, and it involves a situation dealing with Chinese in Africa. And it's a sad story. We can't show you the video, but maybe some still images. What happened is that about a week ago, Brother Tariq Nasheed shared an image of a man that was working for a Chinese firm, and he apparently had stole something. And I don't know if it's like a manufacturing or a construction firm, but somehow the Chinese man tied this brother up, and he started beating him with like a rope, like hitting him across the head and things like that. And this happened at actually it's a mine in Rwandan district in western Rwanda, which basically the Chinese man was arrested. But if you can see the people that are there, they're sitting back and just watching. And I'll link the video here below. He's talking to the guy, and you know, and the other guys are looking on as he's doing it. The people don't know why the other guys are still there and not intervening. But the reason, in my opinion, why this is happening in the first place, it's not, the question is not why are the Chinese abusing Africans? The question is, why has corruption got so bad on the continent of Africa to where you even have people that are there in the, why are they even there, right? And I know that the Western powers have done their work on Africa, but it's a bigger idea. As a group of people, we teach folks how to treat us. Some of you are not going to like this, but it's the truth. We teach people how to treat us. And this is wrong. The man that's getting beaten is wrong, right? The Chinese guy should go to jail. But the reason why those guys are sitting there and looking on, they don't want to get fired. They're probably making little or no money, and they're looking at this guy that's in front of me. He's giving me the only opportunity that I have. And the reality is that why that happens is because of the corruption that goes on the continent. All right? Like, if you've seen some of these documentaries still in South Africa, and you look at some of these African dictator states, and we can blame white supremacy for what they've done, and that's true. But the corruption that has happened on the continent, and I'm just, you know, and I'm like a person that never really calls this kind of stuff out. It has killed more people. This is Professor Lumumba out in Kenya than wars. And when you're corrupt and you don't do the right thing by the Africans, by the African Americans, by the Black Caribbeans, and we have corruption in the Black community in our neighborhoods. Politicians sell us out. It's happening all over the Black world. When people see that you don't respect your people, they don't. Okay? They have Chinese firms in America. All right? They're Chinese businesses in America. If they hire anybody, an American citizen, they will never do this. Why? Because the American standards are you don't deal with people like this. You fire them, you let them go, and that's that. Because Americans, especially white folks, they're going to teach you how to treat them. And if you don't, there are consequences. But when you don't do the right thing by your people, when you steal from your people, when you disrespect your people, when you dishonor your people, other groups come into your country and do the same thing. Okay? Like, there's historical evidence that shows in healthcare systems in Africa, All right, we know this. Sometimes you see politicians stealing the salary money for the workforce, stealing the money from pension plans. Okay, so sometimes people don't get paid for 7 or 8 months, but the MPs are getting paid. Politicians are getting paid, taking the taxpayers' money and leaving people broke, not investing in your talent leaving. So what do they have? They have nothing to go for. And your natural resources, because, you know, there's been so much mismanagement of those firms. Now the Chinese are there because you can't manage it. So they're going to come in and manage it for you, and they're not going to be nice to your employees because they don't respect you. You know, and a lot of times what we're expecting is that people to have the same humane ideas that we have towards others. Black people, and you know, when we deal with foreigners, especially Africans, I've noticed that they have a great respect for foreigners. They're nice to them, even me, whatever. You know, the Africans treat, you know, typically foreigners, outsiders, with some welcoming and love and stuff like that. Foreigners are not always like that towards Africans. Okay? And if they feel like you're stealing, if they catch you doing something wrong, which is, if somebody's stealing, obviously you let them go. But beating somebody, it's ridiculous. But in the black world, we have to start solving the problem. Where are black entrepreneurs? Where are the people that love Africa, that love the black community in America, that love the black world, that we want to provide for our people so that we treat our people, we raise our people up, because they're never going to raise your people up. And then you want to sit there and complain about what's going on. You know, even a lot of times, even in Uganda when I'm there, some of the employees that we have, you know, they complain about going down the street and getting harassed by guys. Just it happens in all over Kampala. Guys say mean, nasty things to women. Okay, I've seen it. I don't know if you guys remember Sonia, but Sonia, they used to work here on Kangana. She's living here in Poland. I go see her, you know, often. She's telling me like she's been harassed a lot. Then if the Chinese man sees brothers, you know, harassing the women, well, it's going to give him the green light to feel like he can do it too. You know, it's just little things like that, right? So if you pay your people low, you don't pay them on time. This is what happens. I know this is a controversial video. But once we start to have respect for ourselves, the world have to respect us. Okay? And it comes to not just like, why is a Chinese guy doing it? Because I'm not letting him off the hook. He should be in jail and he's wrong. But we got our people sitting there watching it. And it's a bigger issue is, why do we have those people there in the first place? Because we've mismanaged people's funds. We didn't make the right investments into the industries. Africans' economies are failing. Nobody wants to talk about it. We want to say Africa is rising. But in comparison to the rest of the world, Africa has Africa's in trouble. Okay? And we need to wake up. We need to wake up, family. Zambia is almost all complete Chinese people, from what I understand. People want to complain about the Chinese people being there. But hey, listen, until our best people start to work together to provide opportunities for the black man and the black woman all over the world, we're going to keep having this problem. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back here on the King Ghana channel. I thank you for your support. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. I'm out.